Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Hey. This is my sis podcast. Well, listen. As y'all can see, it's me. My sisters couldn't make it in today, so I'm holding the show down.
It's the Sis podcast.
Yeah, it is. It's the sis.
Yeah, the Sis podcast.
Today is Bold Talk with Brooke. Let's get it.
Bold Talk with Brooke.
Bold
Talk. Why is it Bold Talk with Brooke?
Because,
why start there?
Because I'm down with getting bold. Like, I'm down. When I hear bold, I envision loud, like certain shit people wouldn't say. Like, oh, you bold. You got a voice. You expressing yourself. So, hey everybody, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and do my real quick.
Tune in myself.
Oh shit, my bad, y'all.
Yeah, we off to a not normal start, as you see today, because we don't have the normal crew. We don't have. We're missing Shayna. We're missing Shayna, who's out of town, and Alicia's not here as well. So we are here together. We are here together. Just me
Their
and you.
spirits are here.
Yeah,
and we are
most definitely. We'll hold it down
here.
for them. You know how to do it. So yeah, it's the Bro and Sis podcast. This is what it is. The Bro and Sis podcast.
It's like Bro and My Sis podcast.
Yeah, it is. Yep,
there you go.
Yep.
Bro and My Sis podcast.
So Bold Talk with Brooke. Bold Talk with Brooke. So we're gonna spend this hour to get to know Brooke a little bit. Get to know Brooke a little bit. So Brooke is originally from Detroit, right? Let us know a little bit about where you come from and stuff like that.
I'm from the east side of Detroit. My family is originally from Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, Middletown, Ohio. Shout out to my family. I love y'all. I really don't rep the O, but shout out to them. All my family in Ohio. I love y'all. That's why I'm from the east side of Detroit.
Dig it.
East side all over, from Kelly, Hayes, Van Dyke, Cooper Street. We in there. Over there off of Ferry. We was everywhere on the east side. Everywhere.
Dig that.
Pinewood, 7 Mile Grass, shit, everywhere.
So to avoid, I don't know how much you want to get into, the next question is like, well, what do you do for work? What do you like on some random conversation shit? But like, I'll ask you this, like, what do you want to be? What is your ideal career? What is your projection for yourself in the future? What is it that you strive to be? We ain't talking about your, the job that we have now type shit.
Well, the job that I have now actually goes a lot with what I want to do. I want to open a phlebotomy school. We'll open one up. And I really want to assist, high schoolers. So I want to work with the city on, with scholarships and stuff for high school students or Vista Maria. At one point, I was speaking to the girls at Vista Maria. So I always been into helping. I'm into helping everybody, but especially young teens, young girls that are troubled or dealing with, whatever is going on with them that made them go the route that they went.
Yeah, just helping teenagers, helping the youth with the traumas that they go through. You know what I mean?
Yes,
just giving them a platform. And so, they kind of forgot my next question that I was about to ask you.
Shayna. Okay, my sis in the building. What's up, baby? Okay.
She checking in. She checking in all the way from New York. Checking in.
All the way in from New York. Not Brooklyn, but just New York. What's up?
Checking in. Yeah, so, damn, what was I about to say? I lost my train of thought for real and shit.
So we were talking. You had questioned me about what I want to do, and I was telling you as far as looking out for the young females in my community. I want to offer scholarships for them so that they can, I love a lot of things. When I was younger, I wanted to be a veterinarian. And I went to school to be a veterinarian. The school moved to Phoenix. And they offered, like, hey, y'all can come down here. We would assist. And, but I wasn't finna just jump up and leave my family and shit. Nah.
Right.
I was younger, so
yeah,
I wasn't finna do that. Well, if I would have left, I probably wouldn't have got pregnant. But
And now you over here, right, with the podcast.
Now
so
I'm over here. I'm living life.
What interest in media do you have? What made you want to start a podcast? What made you feel like that this is the thing for you to do?
For one, because I do like to talk. I do like to talk. I like to listen as well. When it comes to different things and different topics, like I want to know what people think. I've always I know I'm a thinker, but I want to see what other people think. So that was the reason. Originally, I had my own personal podcast, which was Bold Talk with B. And when that came out, I had interviewed Christopher Williams, and I had a few interviews, but
when I came on, when I said why Bold Talk with Brooke, that was actually a thought in my mind. It's almost like that sounds like the title of a show.
Yeah, it was, and I also have a lingerie line, Bold Body, so that's where I got bold from. That's when you know how you be sitting down thinking okay, I want to start this clothing line, but what name would I use or what this, and it's Bold Body came up. Because in that lingerie, I don't care what it goes from extra small to 4X.
The word fits your personality, and you do have a bold body. So,
Hey, Alicia in the building, my sister. Okay, my sister.
I do say so myself. Not to be all on your nipples like that.
My God! Oh, here you go.
Not to say, because you know how they say you're on the nigga nuts. Yeah, not to be on your nipples like that.
Don't be on my nipples.
Yeah, but
I'm padded today.
You fine, you know that.
Thank you, I appreciate that, Mark.
So, what inspired you to do the lingerie thing? Because I get that a lot of people. Period. Just get into business for basically products that they spend money on themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's what, I might as well. So was that your motivation? Is that?
No, my motivation was I love for people to feel good. I love making people feel good. And you can go anywhere. You be like, oh, you beautiful, and the girl be like, oh, thank you. She gonna feel good. So my whole purpose was because of my I have a Instagram, Bold Body LLC, and you can see the different type of women I have on there, from big all the way to small, and just to build that confidence, as in I'm still in the process of relaunching that, but to build that confidence, girl could wear lingerie and she don't got to show nobody. But you take your clothes off, you gonna feel good in that matching panties and bra. And how it shape your body, yeah. Mm-hmm. That was one of the main reasons. I want people to feel good, and I want them to look good.
You want people to feel good. You want people to look good.
Yes,
that's what's up.
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling.
What do you want people to feel good? I don't know what in my mind led me to this question, but what do you feel? About the climate of this whole man versus woman thing right now that we all going through, where we can't seem to get along with each other. What do you think is the cause of that? What do you think is the reason? How do we fix that as a black woman? From your perspective, from what you see going on out here, what do you feel like is a solution?
Okay, so I have a certain type of feeling, and I think last night justified it, because I had went to tonight's conversation last night. And that's really all they were talking about. Mm-hmm. And shout out to them. But it wasn't entertaining to me, because I would rather see people take accountability for themselves than putting the blame on somebody else. That's okay, you taking accountability. That is what gets me, versus I'm not finna sit up here and say.
The battle, right, while we all putting what we go through personally on the stage, mm-hmm. and applying that as if everybody should,
be that way, and it's
respect it, and it's not how it is. You know what I mean?
No. That's
why that conversation will always be going back and forth. It's so subjective. We all putting our own. It's not. There's no rule. Right?
It's a battle. That's the whole point of the battle. That's why it's called a battle of the sexes, because the women are trying to force the men to understand, and the men are trying to force the women to understand. And it's at some point you just gotta be okay with, I'm not a man. So I'm not going to fully be able to understand what you say, how you think, nothing that you do, because I'm a woman. And that's vice versa. You will never be able to understand fully how I feel, what I do, or what I say, because you're a man. So I feel like it's a attention grabber. A lot of people are so, with that comes toxic comes drama, and obviously a lot of people
I
will
don't feel
for
like it
toxic
really
and
is. I
drama.
don't feel like there will ever be a solution.
Oh
You know what
no.
I mean, there always
No,
it
it's gonna
always
always
really.
go. So it's not even a time. It's gonna go until it gonna keep going. You know, when I'm gone and into my next world, it's still going to be going. It is still, when our kids get our age, it's still going to be going. Because a lot of people haven't learned yet to take accountability for themselves. I was telling my kids that yesterday. I had a conversation with them before I went to tonight's conversation. And I was like, okay, so I'm about to go. I always had these conversations with my kids, letting them know like they can only be held accountable for themselves. You worried about everybody else, that's not going to get you nowhere. You worry about what everybody else doing. You worry about you trying to correct their whatever they doing. It's like you have to worry about yourself. And I feel like that goes around the board. Worry about yourself. If you worry about yourself, then what is the problem? Like, it's nothing that.
That's actually, I know I just said that there's no solution, but like, I've always said for the men to hold the men accountable and the women to hold the women accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as we keep going back and forth and saying, "Oh well, I'm a man," and I'm telling, "Oh well, the women need to do it," like that's going to start
The riot.
the riot.
The riot,
And,
because
and vice versa. A woman telling the man, "Well, this is what you're supposed," you know what I mean? Like,
that's like me telling you how to be a father and you telling me how to be a mother.
especially coming from right, you hearing this from someone who isn't on the radar of someone who you would date or a relationship with. You know what I mean? Like, so like, why am I listening to you? That'll be the perspective of somebody. Like, who are you to tell me what I need to be doing? You know what I mean? You ain't even nobody I would date, so why you would? Yeah, so
It's a lot of
and
podcasts that I've came across that I don't watch for that reason, because it's a lot of men podcasts that don't do nothing but bash women. You not good enough. You not this. You not cooking. You not cleaning. And then it's a lot of podcasts that bash men. If you ain't got money, you ain't shit. Simple. If you ain't got money, you ain't shit. So realistically, in this world, everybody is not at the same mindset as you. So I'm expecting you to be at a certain level with me, whether it's even if it's just emotionally. It don't have to be money. Like, I can't deal with people that I don't feel like is. I don't want to say people are dumb. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that, y'all. I'm not saying people are dumb. What I am saying is people that can. I would say people that can control their feelings, their emotions. What I would say, when it gets to a point, because it's okay with disagreeing. It is okay with disagreeing. But the argument comes when I'm trying to force you to agree with me, or you trying to force me to agree with you. It's not going to work like that. Simple. It's going to be nothing but argument, because it's like, oh, you can't tell me, hey,
it's not about whatever the discussion. I don't even want to say the argument. Whatever we're discussing, this heated fellowship that we in right now, whatever point or whatever solution that needs to be came to, it'll never be it'll never be found, because it's now a back and forth of, it's a ping pong battle of who is the blame game.
Yeah. It's like, okay, well, I'm right, because it is like everything I say. I've always, and I have a habit of saying my thought. Like, I know me and my sis podcast, we had spoke about it before. It's because I am quick to be like, well, this is just my feelings, because I was so used to defending myself, because people got offended for how I feel. Like, because I feel that way, you don't have to. I don't look at you no different, because it's me. You know what I'm saying? I understand that separation between me and you. I understand it. Thank you. I understand that separation, and everybody don't. Everybody don't understand that separation. They feel like everybody's supposed to think alike, be alike, look alike, all of that, and it don't work like that. It don't. It don't work like that. And I feel like if people take accountability for themselves, then it wouldn't be.
Well, that's it
wouldn't be a battle. It wouldn't be a riot.
That's
it wouldn't
problem.
be chaos.
A lot of people don't see any wrong in the things that they do. You know what I mean? They don't see the fault in the shit that they, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's always, I'm the victim. Who did it to me that made me do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that is.
That's why I had to come across like a part during my healing journey. I'm still healing, y'all. Okay, I'm not all the way healed, but I'm still healing. But I had to take accountability for myself. Because for a long time, I put the blame on my family. I put the blame on my mama. I put the blame on my dad. But then as I got older, I'm like, okay, that was in my childhood. Right now, I am choosing to make these decisions, and the result is my fault. I can't put that on nobody else. If I chose to, like I chose to lay down and sleep with my daughter's father, and we not here, I can't blame nobody else. I take accountability for myself, and that's why I handle him in the way that I handle him. It's just like, oh, okay, I see you a conflict. People are just so used to drama and toxic, and it's sad.
Yeah, some people thrive off negativity. Some people, like, they're not happy unless they're mad about some shit.
And it's crazy because a lot of people happy is mad.
That's what I'm saying. They're not happy unless they're mad about some shit.
Yeah,
you know
and it's really sad. It is a really sad, but going through that and learning, relearning myself and taking accountability for myself on my fuck ups or where I could have changed certain things in my adulthood where I had the power and I didn't. It was like, okay, I gotta sit in this. I'm gonna sit in this. I'm gonna address it. And in the process of me doing that is when I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give me a therapist. Let me give me a therapist.
You know what?
Because you could talk to your friends, you could talk to your family, but a lot of times, I mean, a lot of people say they won't judge you, but they really will. I can say I've judged people before. I've definitely have. I just got to the point to be like, I don't care enough to judge. Like, at this point, like, whatever, it's not my life.
Or you know, I done got to the point where, like, I don't care. I've never really cared enough about what you think for your judgment to affect how I feel about me.
Period.
So so with that being said, you know, nothing that I've done, I'm ashamed of nothing that I've done or that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even my mistakes. Mm-hmm. Because fuck what you think. Because
that was my learning. Because
if I go through your closet,
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's some.
Yeah. See, you're not even as brave. You're not even as brave as I am. You know what I mean?
Stand on your shit.
Saying, let alone be who I am before I even open my closet. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad. It's really heartbreaking when it comes to like seeing the potential in people. And
sometimes
just
you can
like
see more potential.
Back.
You can see more potential in people than they see in themselves.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where it's like kind of heartbreaking because I know so many people that have so much potential. Man. But I can't force nothing. I can't force hands. I can't force anything.
What they say, you're gonna lead the horse to water,
but you can't make them drink. Baby, you better pick your tongue out and drink that water on your own. It's only so much I can do. But during and still in this process of healing and having a therapist, I do suggest everybody get one. You can feel like you can handle things by yourself. Granted, you can be strong enough to handle things by yourself, but sometimes you still just need that extra. Like, my therapist is the shit. For one, it's because I'm able to talk to her, and a lot of times I talk to her, I'll be talking to her and I'm like, damn, I get it. She be like, see? Oh, like, you read it yourself. So talking to friends like that, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool when you venting to a certain level.
So, but the thing about venting, right? Vents lead to other rooms.
Mm-hmm. It do.
So you got to be careful to who you vent to. You see what I'm saying?
No, it do.
So yeah.
It do.
And a lot of times,
if that therapist step outside that box, guess what? You get some money for it. That's a violation. You can't say shit that I'm saying. Mm-hmm. You can't. It's impossible. This is nothing between me and you. If you pillow talking somebody or you whatever, and I get a whiff of it, oh baby, yeah, I want my coin. But when it comes to friends, they don't have that. You don't have that safety net to where you can be like, oh, I'm gonna sue you. You know what I'm saying? Don't know. You know, ain't nobody sign no papers, no nothing. I'm just coming to you and I'm just talking to you. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, you over there messing with your eye. You got something in mind.
No, but then it's like a lot of people, like I went through, you know, this situation with a so-called friend. You know what I mean? A lot of times they come to you, they say that they're there for you, but they're really there for themselves.
Oh yeah. I had my run with those. And those who know me, my brother Keith, listen. So my brother Keith always called out my friends, right? I be like, oh, this my friend. He be like, that ain't your friend. But okay. And I be like, what? What you talking about? You know, she's supportive and she this. Like, no. But knowing now that he saw what I didn't see. Because with comes that friendship, that love, a lot of people willingly ignore those red flags because of the amount of love. Like, okay, well, I know she did that to her, but I don't think she'll do it to me. Okay, okay. No, I have ignored those to keep friendships. And then I had to go into therapy. I realized that my obsession with friends was because I don't have no sisters. I don't have no biological sisters. So that was me trying to get a sister. So when I had friends, I treated them as I would treat my sister. And they just treated me as, they appreciated what I did. You know, when I was battling cancer, I could count on one hand. I could count on one hand how many people was really there. You know what I'm saying? How people took my kids, dropped off groceries to my house, took me to my appointments, my treatments. You know, I can count on one hand. And I appreciate all those that were there during that time. But, like, I met people in that time that are still here.
But the amount of people that maybe you were there for when they needed it.
Yeah.
Or the amount of people that, let's just say that. The amount of people that call themselves, you my homie, you know what I mean? All of that type of shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my girl. And I'm not. I'm not. I prayed for it, though. And when I was losing friends back to back, it was a sad thing and a happy thing. Like, when people was showing their true colors to me, I was upset because it's like, damn, like, I really thought you was a real one. But I was rejoicing because I'm like, oh, you not supposed to be where I'm going. That's cool. Mm-hmm. All right, let me get rid of you now. Let me go ahead and get rid of you now. I have, in the last 4 years, I probably have stopped talking to probably about 5-6 people. I have stopped conversing or stopped hanging with those type of people. And, like, I've had people come up to me like, what's the problem? Y'all beefing?
I have less tolerance for what I call fluff, just extra bullshit in my life at this point. You know what I mean? So I feel you totally on, because I done cut off numerous people.
You have to. What is the saying? You can't open a door until you close one. It's a saying. You can't open the door until you close one. You can't make room for nothing else until you move something out the way. And sometimes we are forced to move those things out the way because we ignore those red flags. We ignore those inner thoughts that be like, nah, this shit ain't real, or this, you know what I'm saying, of envious or jealousy and all this stuff. Like, people, I had a associate, which was once a friend, that always used to make jokes, right? And my aunt used to always say, be careful, listen to somebody when they joke about you. Because that's how they feel. For real. Yeah, when they joke about you, that's how they feel. Yeah. And so as I got older, I hear people that, they make jokes and stuff, and I just be like, okay. Because at the end of the day, it's nothing that you can do or say that can change where I'm going. I don't care who you are. I'm destined for greatness. That's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be great regardless of what I do. I mean, I'm great in everything I do.
Yeah, motherfuckers have real insults and jokes all the time.
So,
how they really feel about you.
Speaking of healing, right? Because people talk about, oh, I'm healed or I'm not healed at all. What about during that process? Like, I don't hear people talk about the depression, the sadness, the joy, all the things that comes in the process of healing yourself. Like, healing yourself is really, like, legit putting a mirror up and facing it. Like, you can't move this mirror. You looking at this mirror and you have to face every flaw about yourself.
Accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to face every flaw. Oh, damn, this ear bigger than that one. Oh, this boob bigger than that. Like, you literally evaluating your whole self. And I know that is, that's a part of healing. Like, that's the process. People don't talk about that. When I say I'm healing, that don't mean I know it all. That don't mean I'm all the way healed. That I'm still learning. I'm still growing.
So some people, I'm healed just means I'm over it.
Yeah.
I'm not hurting no more like I was when it happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm healed from it. But you still, right, your actions, you know what I'm saying, how you are after, like, some people don't even realize that they're broken. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't even realize that after you put yourself back together, you feel like you're the same. Something like that. Oh, I'm good. Like, no, you're not the same.
I was talking to my coworkers this morning. I went to work, y'all. I had a long night. Shout out to tonight's conversation. It was a good show. It was a good vibe. We walked in, got VIP tickets, Shout out to Randy. I love you, okay? But um, when I was there, like, I just going through a healing process. You know what you realize? You realize how many people is hurt. You realize, like, damn, that's how I was, or that's, damn, like, oh yeah, I was in that shoes once upon a time, or I felt that way once upon a time.
Or you really don't realize how hurt you are until you hear the situation from the
Somebody
outside
else.
looking in, type shit. Like, damn, or you see a situation that that's like yours, and you're like, damn, like that's fucked up, and then you get to thinking about some shit that you went through, and it's like, well, what the damn, I went through that too. Like, that's kind of, I didn't even realize that's kind of fucked up. I went through that.
Well, see, I can't say that, for one, because I've always been a relatable person because I've been through so much, right? And in that, I've always found myself trying very hard not to compare. You know, like, I could say, oh, I lost my mom, I was 7 months pregnant, and somebody else could say the same thing, but I can relate in that feeling of losing our parent while we're pregnant. Moment, yeah. But I don't know you and your mama relationship, and you didn't know ours, so I can't really relate to say you might be hurt, and I might not be as hurt, or I might be hurt and you might not be as hurt. So, like, it's just about, like, really checking in with yourself. Checking in with yourself and understand, everybody's situation is different, and not going off of everybody's situation. It's your healing journey. It's about you. And sometimes, yes, some people can say that's selfish. So what? Be selfish. I can be selfish with that.
You have to be
because
selfish
that's
sometimes.
What I'm doing.
You know, that's part of the reason why some people is going through trauma, because they weren't selfish enough, and they didn't invest enough into themselves. And you was always available to somebody. And now you've been used up.
And that's where I'm at. I have been used up, and I got into it with an ex friend or whatever, and the word was well, you used me, or I did all of this, and I said, well, name it. Listen, I have no problem. Call me out on my shit. If you feel like, she was like, oh, you lied and you this, you that, tell me where I lied to you at.
I hate when people tell you what you did, but they can't tell you what you did.
Tell me.
Right? Oh, you did me so wrong. You did, like, but what did I win? Give me an example of something I said.
But that very question, people take offensive. You like even when I ask questions in general, people be like, oh, well, what, you trying to be funny? Like, no, I really want to know. I want to know. So I won't do it no more if I care enough, but I want to know. I want to know how you feel about what I did.
Give me an example. Don't just say some blanket shit and then expect me to change and adapt to it.
And you know what happened?
Because a lot of times that's some shit that somebody else did. You telling me some shit that somebody else did to me.
And that's what I said. Exactly right after that, when I said, well, name one thing. Well, your kids. Girl, what? I have your kids majority of the time. Your kids my kids. So, okay, something else. Because it's like, what you not going to do is what I do dislike a lot is people throwing stuff in my face. I really dislike that. It's because the stuff I do is genuine and it's from my heart. Hey. Okay. But it's really from my heart. So when I feel like my heart is broken or you hurt my feelings, I have to step back and get control of it. And like right now I'm in this gray space, you know what I'm saying, in a situation to where I'm still learning myself. You know, I am still learning myself. I'm still learning how I can handle things, like as far as relationships and disagreements and feelings. Like, I am literally in a process of trying to get over how somebody made me feel, if I can do that. And some people like, well, so what is that? Like, it's a space for me. I can, if you don't have to respect that. You don't have to. You don't have to sit back and respect me trying to figure out me. You don't have to. I would not hold nothing against you. But if you love me, this is my truth. This is what I have to tell you, because this is my truth. I am still learning who I am. I am still learning after everything I've been through, after all the associates or so-called friends that I had that I lost. And my circle right now is good. It's good with me. And yes, we have our clashes and stuff like that because we're not all alike, But as far as being loyal, being honest, I can say my circle right now has did nothing but do that for me. Prior to that, it was nothing but lies. Like, this girl lied, okay, so much baby. And when it all came out, I couldn't even handle it how I wanted to because it was just so much. And it was like, damn. You look at somebody like your sister. You look at somebody like that's how I was looking at people.
That's how I feel about my baby mama.
Not you looked at her like your sister.
No. But just how you love somebody and shit. You felt some kind of way. It's like, bitch, you was a fucking liar the whole. You was a fucking snake the whole time.
And it's like all you gotta do is be real with me. That's the one thing when it comes to every friendship, every relationship, or anybody I dealt with. That's the number one thing. Be real with me. I'm gonna be 100. Whether you like it or not, I'ma express myself. I'ma feel how I feel. I'ma do how I do. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you don't, you don't. But once I catch you slipping and you in the lie, it's done. No second chance, Brooke. That's what that is because it's not. I'm not saving no friendship, no nothing. Because if you fuck over me and I did nothing to you but was there for you, assisted you, held your hand through the things that you was going through, even in the midst of me going through my own shit, and you fuck over me, yes, it is fuck you and feed you dog food. It is. You're not my concern anymore. When I wash my hands, they're clean. I'm not finna put my hand in that same dirty bag. I ain't finna put my hand in no other, not that same dirt. If anything, I'm put my hand in this dirt and replant a flower, a new one. I'm not finna do that. I'm not. If somebody shows you, that's what I'm learning now. If somebody showed you once, believe it. We give people the benefit because of our visions and what we hope. But yeah, I'm over it. I'm over that thought process. You show me you, that's how I'm gonna treat you. I'm gonna act accordingly to how you are, how you treat me. I'm not finna say, oh, I'm about to blow your phone up and call you. When I call you, you don't answer. What? And you blow my phone up, hey, I'm busy or I'm doing something. Or, I'm definitely big with communication. And the friends that I do have that I don't talk to every day understand. And I love that. I love our bonds. I love our friendship because I don't have to talk to you and see you every day to be friends. I don't have to do that. Because life be life and everybody life be life. And I give that respect just as well as I receive it. I don't expect none of my friends to call me every day, check on me. Hey, what you doing? I don't. It is friends that I talk to every day. Don't get me wrong. But let go of those friends that do not support you or are not growing with you or helping you. If they're not watering you, let them go. I recently had to let somebody go this past year. That was friends with for a long time. And it hurt. It hurt so bad. But guess what? Right now I feel so good. Because that weight, and that's when you don't understand that when you start understanding is people around you can block your blessings. Those can be the very thing. Because once I ended that, when I say right after that, literally.
Listen, I
movies, all type of this podcast, everything just started falling in my lap. Boom, boom, boom. Because I released.
What did you say earlier? Sometimes you got to move shit out the way and make room for other shit. But I also explain this analogy to a lot of people, right? When they get to this crossroad, they have a person that they, or a thing, whatever situation they can't let go of, right? You get to a crossroad in life sometimes where you got to make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Where it's either going to hurt me now to cut this cancer off. You know what I'm saying?
And then I'll be good later.
And then and I can get where I'm going, or am I gonna keep this cancer on me and allow it to hurt me and deter me from where I'm trying to go?
Mm-hmm. And possibly end you. People don't.
Some people can't cut that motherfucking shit off. Can't cut that cancer off.
I think that plays a lot with it's a lot of people that are in love with toxic and don't even know it. Like it's people that's so argumentative and shit like that. Like to be honest, I've never been a talker when it comes to that. Like, if we beefing, bitch, we beefing. I'm blowing your shit out. That's the end. Like, we about to fight. So I've never been one to go back and forth like, you this, you that, you this, you that. No. Because I'm going to just pop you in your mouth. Shut up. But now, I've grown, y'all. I've grown because, listen, God has been working on me. I have did nothing but in my position right now, I've been able to be disciplined, okay? Because it's quite a few people I want to pop in the mouth. But I have been nothing but disciplined in just keeping my focus, because you have to, when you handle things, that's how I know I'm growing. That's how, when you have those certain moments when you realize like, damn, I'm really growing, because I didn't do this, and this is what I normally do. I ain't popped this girl upside the head. This is what I normally do. I ain't seeing this, or I ain't, this, because this is what I normally do. But it's like, I'm growing, and I feel good about it. I feel wonderful. I'm happy my kid's good. So I feel wonderful with the growing and the healing process after the depression, after the hurt. You know what I'm saying? When you in anything, when you in these situations, even though in the future it's good for you, it still hurt. When you got to cut that cancer off or whatever, it's still going to be a process. It's still going to hurt. It's still, you still got to get through that.
It's a pain, right? That's what I say. It's a decision you got to make. Am I going to hurt myself? It's the pain that I go through now from cutting it, or the pain that I got to go through, right? Dealing with this shit continuously. Some people don't even realize that it's a cancer on them. Some people don't even realize, right? Mm-hmm. But the fact that you realize now that as soon as you realize, that's when you at the crossroad, right? Damn, do I cut this shit off? Or do I leave it on me and shit? You know what I mean? Because I'm superficial, this superficial attachment, whatever it is. They don't call it a cancer, right? There's a superficial attachment, whether it be a person or whatever. Do I cut this thing off and risk, my longevity, where I'm going and shit, my goal, and how I feel? Like this is like, think about relationships. You know what I mean? This is like emotional. Like, now I got to go through consider all of that shit.
I've grieved all my friendships. All the friendships that I've had and I let go, I grieved them. And I grieved them in that process. It's like, people assume that I'm just this I don't give a fuck person, because I am quick to say I don't give a fuck. It's that internal, I'm dealing with it. I am going through my steps of grieving, my anger,
I don't give
my
a fuck.
sadness.
What you don't give a fuck about is, I don't give a fuck enough to let you continue to be in my life. Yeah. Right.
While I'm grieving.
Yeah. Or even while I'm grieving. Just like that. Yeah. Just period. Like, I don't give a fuck enough about what you contribute to my life to keep you here.
Yeah, and
because you don't contribute shit.
And that's the
part I don't give a fuck about.
That's the beautiful thing about when you finish, when you done with that grieving process, and you finally like, okay, I'm good, I can let it go. That's when that moment comes, like, oh yeah, all that just fell, everything fell into my lap. And it's like, even still when dealing with certain stuff right now, I'm able to handle it a whole different way than I used to, because I know what's happening to me. I know the opportunities that's coming my way, and guess what? Beating somebody's ass is not gonna get me there. Y'all. The people who know me know.
That's counterproductive to the goal.
Yeah,
right?
The people who know me knows I was that person, and I've grown so much. When I was in high school, I used to be in a fight club. I went to Kettering, and I used to always go to Northwestern and beat girls up. It used to be on Grand River, and it was like this house right on the corner, and everybody used to be out there fighting. Like, oh, I got money on you. And listen, hey, I got brothers. Listen, I lost one fight. I was like in the 3rd grade, and it was about this bitch.
Oh, that shit don't count.
See, no, it do count. Okay, listen, Sierra, I remember you. Okay, that was her name. That girl beat me up twice. So
in the same day?
No. So she beat me up, and my little brothers, like, we all went to school together. And we get back home, I'm like, y'all better not tell mama. They told my mama, like, she got beat up. I had to be in it. No, maybe I was we was in elementary. I don't remember exactly which grade, but we was in elementary for sure. And they told my mama, and my mama like, well, y'all, you gonna have to learn how to fight, because your brothers can't fight your battle. You the only girl. So you have to learn how to square up. And she forced me to fight my brothers. My brother outside, he got the boxing gloves, and I'm just like, stop. That nigga hit me that one hard. I'm like, hold on. Now I gotta really fight. So then, I had that type of mom. My mom was like, all right, so when you go back to school, you better beat her ass. Trying to teach me a lesson. Went to school, got beat up again. I was all messed up. I was like, bro, y'all, please do not tell mama. My little brother like, all right, I won't tell. My other brother saying, okay, I ain't gonna tell. Get home. They both, mama, she got beat up again. Damn. So now I'm strapping 2 brothers at once. Now I gotta fight. I have to learn how to fight. Cause listen, that 3rd time, I mollywopped her. Oh no, that third time we got kicked out. I think it was like a 2-day suspension. That next time I went to school, I'm like, I have to beat her up because I be damn, I keep getting beat up by my brothers. It's not gonna happen no more. That's how I learned how to beat bitches up. Beat girls up, females, bitches that talk shit. Yeah, I've never. The one thing I've never did was start nothing though. I've always been a peacemaker. I was never a bully, but I always was fighting battles. I was Captain Save-A-Ho when I was a kid, and obviously still was Captain Save-A-Ho as an adult. Y'all do not be Captain Save-A-Ho because these hoes do not want to be saved.
Right.
But I was always fighting somebody else's battles. Always. So, as in, not even just physically, just emotionally too. Like, all right, this what you going through. Let me come up with a plan for you. All right, this how we gonna get through.
And then now you render yourself to the point where you got to go to therapy and shit because you're depleted as fuck because you done invested so much into so many people so many years, and now it's just like, who the fuck is there for me?
Yeah.
Because everybody is used to you being there and shit. You know what I mean? And it's like these motherfuckers is really not giving a fuck about you.
Yeah, you know what? I lost friends because of that. Because I couldn't show up for them when they wanted me to. Not when they needed me to, when they wanted me to. But when they needed me to, I was there. But when they wanted me to, it's like, oh, I gotta do this. You can't. Party, this. And it's like, listen. I am at the stage in my life where I have a lot to lose. Because at one point, I ain't had nothing to lose. So I was with everything. I was with the shits. Yes, I was out 5, 6 o'clock in the morning partying it up, having a ball, whatever. I have something to lose. I have a job I have to maintain to take care of my children. I have these things I have to do. Everybody don't care like I care. And I don't expect them to.
Anybody that you ever hear that has a problem with me, it ain't nothing that I did to them. It's because of something that I didn't do for them, right? Mm-hmm. And it's because of something that they didn't either earn, they didn't deserve, or they didn't pay for. Right? People develop this strange entitlement with you over whatever the like because they feel like you got it. Because
of history. A lot of people think that because of history.
That too.
Oh, right? I've been knowing you since you was.
That was the second part because they feel like you got it or because they feel like they've known you for so long that you should just do it for them or be there for them.
Yeah.
Like that shit is crazy as fuck to me. And then because you're not. And these are the same people that were never there for you in any motherfucking instance that you needed somebody there. Not even that you wanted, right? You know how many people expect me to use my platform and shit to help them do some shit that was never there? Like I'm posting shit constantly about support. And motherfuckers come to me, and then I'm wrong and shit. You don't support I don't support nobody.
Listen, I support everybody.
Because I support so many people and it's just like, how about this too? Let me pick and choose who I show my love to.
Yeah.
Since you expecting love, that's what you really expected and shit. Like, how about that? And then because I don't love you the way you like what? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Because I don't love you because I don't love you the way that you expect me to.
But you know what's crazy? That comes. But no, that comes with communication. Because everybody's love languages are different. Like, I'm a gifter. I know that.
You know what? I'm glad you said
that. So I am
because
always.
The specific situation I'm talking about communication. Boy, you.
I'm always giving, right? So the moment when I can't give, it's like, oh, you acting funny or this. I'm giving time. I'm giving my place. I give money. I give all type of things, and it's like when it comes to my turn, I don't expect people to be gifters like I am. If I want something, I ask. Oh, can you give me this for my birthday? All I be wanting is that support. Show up. I want to see you. I'm a visit. I want to see you. I want a hug. Give me a hug. I want to be around you. I want to be able to talk shit to my friends. You know what I'm saying? So, and that support when supporting me, like the little things, sharing a podcast or sharing certain things, like that's support in a different way too. But what I realized with that is it's okay. I'm okay.
But you know what? The reason why, and I understand that is support, right? But then the thing about it is, with me, it's a lot of people that'll try to cash in on that as support, like, and oh, well, I share your shit, I support, and then they ask me for something that costs me money type shit. You know what I mean? Ask me for a service that I charge for because I support you because I share you. So we're just like that.
Oh, that ain't shit. We ain't putting shit in my pocket.
Right. So exactly. So then so when I like to say that you sharing my shit ain't support. Like the difference between support and encouragement, right? If you or anybody you knew, right, God forbid, was on their deathbed and shit, you know what I'm saying? Do you want the doctors to come in there? Do you want everybody to gather around them and say, or you say, oh, good, get well, Brooke, I know you can do it, get up? Or do you want the doctors to come in there and plug you with something that's going to actually help sustain your life? That's the difference between life support, and that's why they call it life support, not life encouragement and shit. So all this encouragement, this congratulations and shit to everybody, like the congratulations versus the support that you actually get is a whole different, different thing.
And that's true. That is 100% true. And I am very grateful for those that, have supported me. I just want to give my thanks. I definitely give everybody out there their flowers. I appreciate you. For those that, whether it's a good, like I know people probably watch to be like, oh yeah, she ain't doing, people probably click just as long as you clicked on, you saw me. That's it. That's it. That's all. And
I appreciate again, like I said, I appreciate the shares and shit, but it's like don't turn around and say, oh well, I want you to advertise my business and give me a $200 advertisement because I shared your.
When I first launched my lingerie line, do you know how many supporters that I had? Like, oh well, can I get this for $15? Like, no. People's like, well, can you pull up on me? No, go on the website. That's the whole purpose of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's just you at my house, like, oh, let me get that, then yeah, but you trying to set up a point where we meet.
But then the problem with that, when you have the physical products in hand now, oh, well, do you have this color and this size? Like, that's why I have a website so you can go and choose.
You can go and pick. I'm not finna go through not on my downtime. No. I don't want to work on my downtime. I don't. So that's a different type of support as well.
Then they go to Amazon. They go to the website and shop everywhere else and shit. But when it comes to you,
it's
I ain't got my card. You want me to put my card in and all that? Like, come on, man.
I don't trust this website. Woo! Shut up. Shut up.
Now you ain't got no money on your Cash App now.
Shut up. That's like me inviting you to my party and you expecting to not pay. This is my party. This is. I'm not finna go to the door and say, hey, yep, all of them get in free because they here for my party. Shit. If we had somewhere, I'm pretty sure I had to pay too. I had to pay for my booth. I had to pay to look good. Like, did you get my nails done?
If I didn't charge for interviews, you know how many entrepreneurs that I would have over here and shit just coming over here taking it, because a lot of people feel like that they shouldn't have to pay.
Yeah.
To promote their shit.
Yeah.
And that's crazy to me.
Yeah. That is. Yeah. And you know what's crazy is when I spoke to Randy last night, me and her talked about it, and that's what she pretty much said. She was like, I do it, but I'm assuming she's managed by her husband or whatever. She was like, but my husband, he not gonna let that go. He, because it's payment. You know what I'm saying? That you get paid to promote. And she was like, but hey, DM me right now so I got all your information. She got my information or whatever. So, I'm excited. I am excited for what the future holds. I'm excited for the exposure that I'm getting all the way around the board with this movie that I'm in. Shout out to Mo. I appreciate you, baby. With everything. The people that I'm meeting at my job alone. Just coming across a lot of people, and I love it. I love it for me and who's ever on my winning team. Everybody got that team. Whoever on my winning team, I love it for us because, baby, we gonna get there. Okay, we gonna get there.
Most definitely.
On my end, I'm gonna make sure I do. So if you rocking with me, baby, you gonna be there too.
And we got some shit on the floor that I can't talk about just yet. You know what I mean? All kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, so the future is looking bright.
It is looking
all
bright.
around the board.
It's looking
you know what
bright.
I'm saying?
My favorite color, purple, y'all. Because purple means royalty. And I'm not that queen person, but I'm very confident. I'm not arrogant, but I'm very confident in who I am, what I stand for, what I look like. I'm very confident. And some people can mix that up with arrogance. And it's like, no, I'm humble. Like, I'm not, I'm better than everybody else. But I feel like I'm the best version of me. You gonna only get one of these. You can go meet somebody with the same name, Brooke, with the same hairstyle, with the same body shape, baby, but they're not going to be me. Just like nobody's going to be you, nobody's going to be nobody out there. You are yourself, and love yourself 1,000. Love yourself more than you love anything. Because I love some food. I love my kids. Listen, but I love me. And when you start loving you is when you start growing. You start learning you. People are like, oh, I know how I know this, and you don't know. But what? My homegirl, Marty, she like, what is it called? Them nasty little, the pig intestine shit.
Chitlins.
Chitlins. Ugh. So I'm like, ugh, just look nasty. She like, well, how you know you don't like it? You never tried it? So I'm like, you're right. Let me try. Nope, I don't like it.
But let me, and then I don't know, but I'm quite sure you have before, right? Breakfast sausage links. You like them?
Yeah, I do.
Of course.
What's wrong with them?
Guess what the casing is?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Okay, I want to know.
You want to know?
I do not. I'm still probably eat them.
I can't even get my sound effects loud enough. It's chitlins, darling.
Oh, so it's the intestines.
It's pig intestines. That's what they.
But they taste good.
Yeah.
I mean, but shitlins seem like they taste like shitlins. That's what I call it.
The way they smell, you know what I'm saying? And then
I taste it. At first, I was like, I don't like it because of the thought. But then when I actually tasted it, I was like, yeah, I don't like it. But yeah, I like sausage links. They good. Mm-hmm. With some pancakes or some French toast. Oh, with some hash brown with some grilled onions and peppers. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm about to go eat, y'all.
I had some the other day.
After this.
You so silly.
I'm about to go eat. But I just, Bow Talk with Brooke was just really just giving my intake on, me. You know what I'm saying? I am the only girl out of a lot. With 13, it's a lot of us, okay? I have two beautiful daughters, 11-year-old and 8-year-old. Addie is 11, Ava is 8, gorgeous. I'm here, I'm me. I love, my sis podcast, my sisters, Alicia and Shayna, that they couldn't be here. And I love who they are because they are them. And they are them.
I love the trifecta that you three are. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I feel like y'all, between the three of y'all and the different levels that y'all are, I mean, y'all embody just about any woman that you would encounter in the city of Detroit.
You know what I said? To be honest, okay, so I feel like Shayna is like the heel version of me, right? I feel like Shayna is like the heel. Like, I'm not going to say she healed because I'm not. I can't speak for her, but what I see. You know what I'm saying? Like, she that version.
That's what I said. The mixture of y'all. Yeah.
Alicia is literally who I used to be. Like, that's where I'm coming from. Like, as far as like,
it's like you in the past and you in the future.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And I love the dynamic though, is because I tell Alicia that all the time. Like, girl, we growing together. Like, we growing through shit. We ain't going through shit. We growing it. We growing through it because I could see the difference in her, like in certain things that she did or she said she used to do, and she changed. Mm-hmm. And I do want to give a shout out to my sis. Shayna and Alicia, I love y'all, and I'm proud of where we came from. Within these few months when we first started this show, we was nervous. Oh my gosh, we had this whole little list down of topics, and we hit on a lot of them. And when I had asked Randy the question, I had said, she was like, "What are your podcasts?" Like, we talking fast because I'm literally standing next to her, acting like I'm pretty much taking a picture, and I got a little picture with her, but we talking. And I said, well, our last podcast, we've been talking about childhood trauma, and the topic was, out of all of them was, what's your definition of what happens in this house stays in this house? She's like, oh, I like it. That's when I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to come on your podcast. So I said, we'll see you soon, boo. We'll see you soon. But, just having that and just knowing and being confident in yourself, and when you come across these people that have a little, that leverage and are a little more exposed than you are, and having that confidence in yourself, like, I'm not where you at, but baby, I'll be there. If I don't surpass, I'll be there. I'll be right next to you. You know what I'm saying? You in that, what's the Detroit car everybody got? Challenger.
Yeah.
That's a Detroit car.
Definitely a Detroit car.
Boom, boom, boom.
Definitely. Chargers, Challengers.
Listen, you in the Charger. You in the Challenger. I might be in the Charger. All right, we still in that lane, but hey, you up there? Here I come. Let me go. I'm coming. I am coming. And at the end of the day, I got my sisters. I want them to come with me. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody around me to win, and that's the one thing that
now you understand
I am
why
proud.
I'm building a podcast network.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want a whole network of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To where we can be on the stage and having the crowd come out, sell tickets, all of that type of shit.
And going to that show last night, that was dope. That was a dope experience.
Yeah,
I can say a few of them. I wasn't really.
Yeah, I've been to a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's
I don't know.
The conversation is one thing, but then the back end and the business of it is like, see, this is where, I need to put together a career. And that's what I'm striving to do. But it's like the longevity of it, you know what I'm saying, of the people.
Yeah, because
and what they willing to put into
the one thing that I do know is like if you rocking with somebody and they get to that level, they will
everybody
be.
Gonna come. Everybody gonna jump.
No.
That's what I'm saying. If you're not shooting with me in the gym,
no, not even that. I'm talking about as far as like you supporting them, getting them to that level, and they gonna leave you behind. It's people like that. I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, and I know I give y'all flowers.
Wait till we get off there.
I give you your flowers all the time when it comes to being on your platform. I appreciate it because I had a platform. I had that, and what happened is it was taken from me because I didn't do what somebody wanted me to do. It was taken from me. All my footage, everything was taken. So it's like I'm starting fresh. I'm good. And I believe you. I believe you. You know, I believe
There's
you.
People that don't fuck with me got a problem with they shit still up on the damn website. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I don't.
But ain't that shit? That's good to know now. Hey, Shayna, at least you heard that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck my shit over like that. I mean, because I take pride in this shit. You know what I mean? That y'all product, this is a partnership. You know what I mean? This is part of my product too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we support those who support you. Simple. Support those who support you. If you selling something and people want the lower end, oh well, can I get this for $20? No, you can't get it at all. Cause you gonna go to the beauty supply and get it. You gonna go to all of that. Like my best friend Gerarda, she sell hair. And a long time, like I didn't buy hair because I just buy wig, you know what I'm saying? Then when my hair fell out, it was like, fuck it, I'm going bald.
I learned cheap prices attract problematic clientele.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody, if it was free, like I said, motherfuckers that come through, they wouldn't respect the shit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody be coming through here, not even, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Telling motherfuckers the address, and you know what I mean?
I get that.
The high, you know what I mean? And that's not to say that hike your price up just to deter certain people and shit. You want to make your price attractive, but think about Rolls Royce versus Chevrolet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't you don't see no commercial for that shit. They clientele is who it is. They know.
Yeah, they loyal. So they getting sold.
Ferrari, you can't even get a Ferrari unless you on the goddamn list. They won't even sell you a fucking Ferrari.
I know the vision I have for, myself. I want to get to a point to where I'm comfortable, with having children. And I'm pretty sure a lot of parents in general can relate. When you have your kids, you stop thinking about your future. You start thinking about theirs. So when it comes to, I lived in my teenage years. I partied. I did all of that. Right now, I can go dance because I love to dance. But as far as being a part and, I'm not in that world no more, for real. It's because I'm doing things right now. All my free yesterday. I was booked and busy yesterday. I had to do the movie rehearsal. I had to make time for my kids. Took them to the park, and then I went to tonight's conversation. And I went there to study it. I went there to see. It's because one thing I realized is, like, I've watched a few podcasts, but I don't get entertainment out of nonsense. I don't get entertainment out of arguing. I just be like, I don't want to listen to this. Because neither one of y'all make sense because nobody is listening to make sense. You just trying to go against the other person. So like I don't find a lot of podcasts. If hey y'all, whoever watching, if y'all got a podcast that y'all can put me on so that I can watch that is more on the positive side or more on actually communicating communicating and not just arguing. Some people can't or going communicate. Back and forth.
That's the thing. Like they just want to be heard. Mm-hmm. They talk over whoever's on the panel with them. They just want to be the snazziest person on the panel. You want to hear. Think everybody want to hear them, and it's not about like I tell people all the time. You've heard the saying, "We're doing it like we're doing it for TV." Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it for the audience. You are a talking head that represents the audience that may feel the same way that you feel.
Of course.
On one angle of it, you're going to be yourself and your own personality, but at the same time, you got to give everybody else room to talk, just like you want your respective room to talk. You know what I mean? And if everybody is talking over each other, especially three people,
oh yeah,
talking. You know what I'm saying? You got a panel of 5 people. Right,
and that's just like how I'm talking over you right now. And you talking.
No, but see, it's different. It's different. That's why I said 3 people, because it's going to happen when 2 people are having a conversation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have points where you're talking over each other just in conversation. But when 3 people, 4 people are all like nobody can hear
chaos.
Anybody.
Chaos.
Nobody can hear anybody.
Hey, it's a riot. That's what that is. It's a riot. And what my sis podcast is not a riot. Okay. We welcome peace. We welcome understanding. I welcome listening to your reason so that I can try to understand you if I don't. You know what I'm saying? I ask questions for that reason. And I'm realizing asking questions, a lot of people get offended. But it's okay. It's okay to get offended. But, hey, that don't do nothing but push me. Hey, you're not, I can't be who I am with you. It's because I'm learning. You have to, in order for anything, when you in school, if you just listening, you not understanding, you just writing shit down. At some point, you gonna be like, hey, what does this mean?
I'm about to say, people get offended because, if the shoe fits,
yeah.
Especially if you don't know the person personally. How many times have you posted a stat about some shit, right? And then here comes the dog, hit dog that hollered, right? You throw a dog, what they say, you throw a rock into a crowd of dogs, the one that, yeah, you wasn't even fucking, but if you're going to put the fucking shoe on, then walk down the street into this shit. I wasn't even talking to you or about you. When I hear you come jumping offended, then you must be the type of motherfucker I'm talking about.
Hey, if you feel some type of way about anything I say, hey, that's on you. That's on you. That's like at the end of the day, I can't force you to feel no type of way. Just like I said in that gray area where I'm at, I can't shit. I can barely force myself to feel a certain type of way. I can't fight against myself to force myself. Hey, like this person. Hey, don't like this person. Hey, no.
If I said something that offended you, then you offending yourself because what I said is the truth.
But no, what I also though is I can't even say I agree with that 100%. Because sometimes what somebody say, the way they say it can come off offensive. It can come off and make you feel a type of way.
Well,
but that's why I said, like, with my question.
What if it was what I said versus how I said it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, if it was a stat, I mean, because like some people can take a stat the wrong way, as how you said it, but yeah, I guess, but still, man, it's like, because I don't come off, I'm never trying to offend anybody. I guess I can say that because I'm not, trying to offend anybody. So if you want to put yourself in the box of what I'm saying, what I'm talking about, and defend it, then
hey, I'm just giving my opinion on how I feel. No one can change
how I feel.
No one can't do that. It's nothing that if you made me feel a certain type of way, it's nothing that you can say or do to change that because it already happened. What they say, first impressions is the best, or whatever. A person can forget your face, your name, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. I could forget a few names. I ain't forget Sierra, girl. I remember you. That girl beat my ass. I remember you, girl. I remember you, and I think she's my Facebook friend. Hey, girl. But yeah, and I remember the ass whooping. But people can't. It don't matter how many times, if I tell you make me feel this. If somebody tell me I made them feel a certain type of way, and you explain it to me, and I be like, you know what? All I can do is try to say it a certain type of way so that you won't. Because if I say, if somebody say, hey, as a friend, if I say you stink, you gonna be like, damn, like the fuck, like you might get mad because that can come off offensive, and I be like, okay, come on, we got to go get in the shower. I could say it in a way like that to where you like, okay, let me go get in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying you stink or anything, like just using that as an example.
Right.
Luckily, I don't have no stanky people around me. I've had somebody around me.
What I want to say, right? That's why I'm looking like that is because if you know me and shit, and then I just the way I talk shit, if I just well you stink like.
See, but it's different.
That's why
it's
I
different.
say it coming from me.
For one, but it's different from men and women in general.
Okay.
Because I mean, men funky is different from women funky. You know what I'm saying? Some men be funky because of women. I mean, and some women be funky because of men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say that.
It's a difference though. That's the thing. It's a difference.
You so
So I can come and like, yeah, them balls sweaty, and you would be laughing like, let me go wash my balls. But I come up to a girl like, girl, that thing stink. They be like, what? You trying to stink?
Something dead in there.
Listen.
So
Oh my gosh. I love y'all, right? Today, we here. We did it. Bow Talk with Brooke. Listen, if y'all have any podcasts, please DM me because I do. I want to tune into some. It's because I'm learning. I'm still learning this, and we all came in here newbies for real. You know what I'm saying? When I had Bold Talk with B, which was my original name of my podcast, it was just an interview thing. It wasn't really me sitting down and having a conversation with a group of people. It was, hey, I'm talking to you. Let me ask you a question about this. So when the media said you was liking those guys, was you like, you know, not saying it like that, but just saying that was how that show was going. It was a questionnaire. It was really interviews. So having this in the midst of like being around multiple people and having a conversation about one particular topic, it's new. It's different. We doing it. You know what I'm saying? It look good. It is good. But we still learning. I'm still learning. You know, I'm still learning how to look at the camera.
Yeah.
I keep looking at the phone. I'm still learning how to look at the camera. Hey,
yeah, when you're talking and you want to talk, to dress.
Yes,
the
I'm all
like,
yep. Think they can see me on my phone, but
right.
you know, I'm still learning. I'm still learning, and that's what it's about. Y'all learn something new, cause learning. My dad used to say, the dummy is the person that think they know it all. Because I don't care how old you are, you gonna learn something. If you feel like you done learning, what is your point of living? You can't teach nobody unless you learn something. Like you how? Learn something new this week. Challenge yourself. Learn something new this week. Learn something new about yourself. Okay? As y'all heard, I don't like shitterlings. I tried it. I don't like it. What I do like is hibachi. Hibachi, what is that? Hibachi Go? I think that is. That place on 8 Mile and DeQuinder. Oh my god.
You need to go down the street and go to Hibachi King.
Hibachi King. Ooh, I'm
they
probably
both
go down there and try them today. Where is that at?
Right down the street on 8 Mile and Mile. I go there all the time.
8 Mile and Mile?
Yep. My homeboy Ricky opened that shit, yep.
All right. So, you know what? It's 6:10. We're going to wrap it up because, listen, me and Mark, we'll be up here talking all day. Yeah, okay?
Sure.
We definitely would. Sure. We definitely will be up here talking all day. So, I'm definitely going to wrap this up. Thank y'all. Thank everybody for tuning in. Please remember, you can go back and rewatch these. This is not just live and it get deleted. It's all our episodes. It's on YouTube at 7 Mile Radio. And we got some stuff coming up. So y'all stay tuned with My Sis Podcast. And as Alicia would say, My Sis Podcast. Love on yourselves.
Warning. You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio.